come over here.
That's better. I got a crazy story. I got a downright case for Nancy Drew. I got a Nancy Drew mystery to solve, and you guys are Nancy Drew. I got a real Sherlock Holmes situation, and you guys are elementary, my dear Watson. I have been thinking about what happened to me 2 nights ago for 36 hours, and I cannot fathom the solution to this predicament. I don't understand how it happened. I cannot reason to it. And I have not made a Red Means No video in quite some time. And I realize that is, it's a blessing and a curse. The blessing is that my other channel, Green Means Go Sports, is trajectorying good. It's got a good trajectory. It's improving. There's traction, there's growth, and it's snowballing. And I'm trying to roll down the hill. And this story / predicament / question / solving adventure for you guys does not fit on that channel. And so that's why I'm thankful for Red Means No, which is a slow growth, if growth at all. But here we are, and I think these stories matter, and so let's talk about them. Here's the story. The day in question was Wednesday. This is when all of this occurred. That's 2 days ago. I was playing Fortnite. Am I 30 years old? Yeah. Do I from time to time load up with the boys and catch up on all of our days, activities, and yeah, I do. And I'm not proud of it, and it's not an addiction. It's not something that takes away from being productive. You know, we put our kids to bed, and we get on Fortnite, and we chat about our days, and we talk about life. And that's what we were doing on Wednesday. And it happens once a week. Guys, please don't judge me. Okay, I get it. It's a kid's game. I'm too old I get it. But what does it take for a guy to have a little fun with his friends? Are we above that? Are we above having a little fun with our friends? I get on Fortnite, and I'm playing with 3 other friends. And usually when I'm playing Fortnite, my wife is doing one of 2 things, scrolling on her phone or watching a reality TV show. And Wednesday's reality TV show of choice was American Idol, which I've made a video about. I'm still very disappointed in American Idol and the process that it has sort of taken over the last few years. Go watch that video if you need an update on why I don't like American Idol. So she's watching American Idol, and we have been trying to become healthier, lose weight, be more conscientious of our decision making in the mouth region, swallowing, digesting, just eat better food is what we're trying to do. Also exercising more. And so from time to time, she'll do a little workout at night while she watches her show. Sit-ups, push-ups, squatties, that kind of thing. She had a kettlebell out yesterday, really up in the game. And a perplexing and humorous thing occurred while she was working out. She was next to her kettlebell was an open pack of gummy bears. That's right. My wife was eating gummy bears as she worked out. That was something that happened, and it's not the story, but it's important to the story. I got a kick out of it. Here we are working out, trying to be better while we're eating gummy bears. The juxtaposition was hilarious to me. And I couldn't stand it any longer. I said, hey, toss me that bag of gummy bears. So she did, and I'm laying on the couch, and I'm going to give you as many details as I can, because without the details, Nancy Drew can't do her magic, and you are Nancy Drew. So I am reclined on the couch. I have pillows propped up, but I'm laying down a little bit. I'm kind of like this. I'm kind of like 30% upright. If we want to talk angles, I'm like 30%. No, 180 would be flat. It doesn't matter. I'm like quarter laying down. And she throws me the gummy bear bag. They were Haribo. They were actually egg. They were the egg version, Easter version. And they're sitting on the couch, and I'm playing the video game, laying down, kind of half laying down. And from time to time, I'll grab the gummy bears, and I'll eat them, and I'll play the video game. And I'll grab the gummy bears, and I'll eat them, and I'll play the video game. I probably ate 7 to 15 gummy bears in that time. And she wraps up her thing and she goes to bed, and we play for a little bit longer. And I said, all right, guys, that's enough for me. I'm going to bed. And I believe I had finished off the gummy bears. I believe there were no more gummy bears to be had. Empty bag. So there were about 7 to 15 left. And I'm going to give you the step-by-step of what occurred from then on out. I turned off my game. I sat up. I set my controller down on the ottoman. I should have put it in the cabinet. I didn't. That's one of my fatal flaws, is I don't put things back. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a diagnosis. I don't know if it's laziness. I just don't understand. It's what I do. I feel like my brain is always going from one thing to the next. And so when I'm like, I need to brush my teeth, I don't think, well, first I need to put my controller away, then I need to brush my teeth. It's like, I get up, I got to brush my teeth, set the controller down, go brush your teeth. I go to brush my teeth, and, I had showered prior, so I was already in my pajamas. It was just a t-shirt and shorts. And I brush my teeth, I do mouthwash, spit, make sure all the lights are out, and I go into our bedroom, lay in bed, and I probably do a little bit of phoning. Not much, just check some baseball scores. Check if there's an NBA game that I want to finish, because I believe NBA was on that night. Set my phone down on the nightstand, and I believe I fell asleep on my back or side. And I fell asleep. Okay, now, Nancy Drew, lock in. This is it. It is probably 2 or 3 a.m. the next time I had a conscious thought. And I wake up on my back with something in my mouth. Something that tastes good. It doesn't matter that it's 3 a.m. It could taste good at 7 a.m. It could taste good at noon. 4:30, little pre-dinner snack. What is that? Strawberry? It's 3 a.m. What? I pull out a gummy bear, a gummy egg, a strawberry gummy egg from my mouth. Pitch black, middle of the night. I am awakened. I am woke by a strawberry gummy bear in my mouth. Out of slumber. What? And I was so, you know how it is when you wake up in the middle of the night, right? I believe what I did was I took it out of my mouth, I set it on my nightstand, and I went back to sleep. And when I woke up the next morning, I said, how did a gummy bear get in my mouth at 3 a.m.? And for the last 36 hours, I've been trying to figure out how a gummy bear gets in your mouth while you're asleep. And I don't know the answer, okay? So, here, logical explanations, right? Occam's razor. The most likely solution to the problem, or the most likely explanation, is the one that is the easiest, right? Don't overthink this. Don't overthink how this could happen. My wife puts it in there as a little prank, as a little joke. No, she didn't do it. My wife can't lie. My wife doesn't lie. She is incapable of lying. She thinks it's hilarious. And I've asked her, and she's like, if I would have done that, I would not have been able to keep a straight face, right? So it wasn't my wife. My daughter was in her room the whole time. She didn't somehow get a gummy bear, come in and slip it into my mouth while I was asleep. That's off the table. So here is what I will say is the most likely explanation. But I'm going to tell you why I don't think it happened. So I'm laying down. I'm eating gummy bears. One of them falls onto my shirt, and I don't notice. I get up. I put my controller down. I go brush my teeth. I look in the mirror. In that entire time, I do not notice that there is a gummy bear stuck to my shirt. I brush my teeth. I mouthwash. I spit. The gummy bear is stuck to my shirt. I don't notice. I go lay down. The gummy bear is stuck to my shirt when I lay down. Now, how how would that gummy bear make its way into my mouth? With all the tossing and turning that I'm going to do, because I'm not a sound sleeper, I'm a tosser and a turner. Put blankets up, this and that, everything, every which way. Right? Most likely explanation is I pull up a blanket, it catches onto the blanket. I spin over, somehow it falls. Like somehow a peaceful transfer of power from my shirt to my mouth with the gummy bear is the most likely explanation. But do you understand how unlikely that is? How unreasonable that is? That you can go to bed with a gummy bear on your shirt and it ends up in your mouth at 3 a.m.? I have not the slightest clue of how I woke up with a gummy bear in my mouth at 3 a.m. But if you guys can help me, I would love to know what you think happened.